Time, Geeked Out Live. Your favorite snobs are going crazy and live. Hey.
No one's watching. Welcome to Geeked Out Live.
Well, because they're all ready for 8:30, so we threw them. It's
I know.
I feel
like I threw everybody early, though.
Yeah.
I guess I told you.
Yeah, no, it was nice. There was a heads up to it.
That's true. Well, we'll find out.
Exactly.
We'll see who's watching.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. If you're not watching this at a later date, we love you. If you're not watching this at a later date, that's okay, too.
We totally understand.
But we don't care about you because you're not here.
But we still love you. You're still in our hearts and thoughts.
We wish good things upon you.
Always thoughts and prayers.
But it is hard to do a show where you give us the topics and there's no you.
Yeah, it is always a little difficult. I guess we'll have to talk about our own lives.
I know. What's going on here?
There's no movie stars anymore.
Yeah, no movie stars, by gum. Great point, Mayor Bear. Thank you.
Did you see that, Anna de Armas?
What about it? No.
So
something stupid?
Here, I'll pull it up. Just so I can give you the right.
Yeah, let's quote it properly.
No movie stars. Yeah, it's kind of a big thing. It was popping up in a lot of places.
So I'm curious as to where she would come up with this, though. Like, I don't understand. Doesn't she want to be a star?
So for our thing, I feel like the new generations don't have that concept because of social media. There's so much information out there and oversharing. The concept of a movie star is someone untouchable you only see on screen. That mystery is gone. For the most part, we've done that to ourselves. Nobody's keeping anything from anyone anymore.
Okay, I can see that. That's fair. Yeah. That's a good point because we're seeing behind the curtain. The whole point of the Kardashians and those stories is to pull the curtain back and to see who these people are behind the greater story.
Yeah.
So when you get that and we're inundated with reality shows and everyone wanting to talk about themselves in podcasts where you get to essentially meet these actors, become human beings and hear who they really are. I'd use Inside of You as a perfect example. I never thought that would be Michael Rosenbaum. I didn't think he was a jerk like he portrays, but the person he is definitely not who I thought he would be.
He's very laid back.
Yeah. So de Armas, I think, is pretty right on that. Hits the nail on the head. Actually, I was going to be really up in arms about it, but you know what? No, that's a fair point. I mean, who else do we know of that's still mysterious? Tom Cruise because of Scientology. Because
he's not even that mysterious.
He's still not that mysterious. We understand that there's 40 people that follow him around all the time and like some sort of crew that work him the whole time. It's very odd.
I also think the rise of content creators that have their own platforms like YouTube and TikTok and everything is like eliminating that movie star lust.
Right.
Of that, because it's not even just about them giving up the mystery and talking more. It's that you have creators who are becoming sort of pseudo celebrities, and in some cases big time celebrities.
True.
And taking over the role from the movie stars, because let's face facts, movie stars for so long could be terrible people almost behind a veil.
Well, of course. But it's very true. I mean, you could be a jerk behind the veil. Like how many alcoholics, how many people hid their sexuality, how many people hid so much, from so many. So it totally makes sense.
Yeah. So coming back to it and then circling around, and now we have people putting all their stuff out. And mental health awareness is becoming such a prevalent thing. Movie stars, I don't think, can keep up.
Yeah, and it's almost like you can PR platform and cultivate who you want to be. And so there's also that perception of, is this really the person or is this just who they want you to see? So there's always that mix that you're never sure what you're going to get.
But your favorite celebrities are clearly us.
No, I mean, obviously, that's why you're here.
Celebrities.
In our own minds.
What's up, Radar?
What's up, Radar? How you doing, buddy?
Remember, guys, if you're watching, if you have anything you want us to talk about, this is what this show is. You give us the topics. And if we don't like it, we'll roll you with the 20-sided die and see if we have to talk about it or not.
The die of doom, and we shall see if we will continue with said conversation. So this is a really strange one with the Anna de Armas comment. But
and honestly, it kind of comes off to me, and this is speculation, people, on my part. This isn't fact. I'm not a psychologist. I can't figure it out. But it seems to me, because I've heard this sentiment from other celebrities, movie stars. And I think the problem is movie stars for so long was something to achieve.
Yeah.
And now you can achieve it in a different way.
Well, there's a new route. Yeah.
Like I look at a lot of these movie stars that are out now, started on TikTok, because they're so big and influencing, streaming and all of them are like grabbing
keeping
and saying,
content up. Yep. So it's content creations that's creating the new star. So you've lost the movie star, but you've also, I mean, why do we need that splendor things around it? I don't like the idea of things that can be obfuscated and hidden either.
Obfuscate.
So yeah, so the idea that obfuscate. So the idea that you can just disappear or like, you know, keep all your stuff swept under the rug, that's terrible. We've seen that really bite a lot of people in the butt. So I'm happy, you know, figuratively and literally. So that's why it's nice to be able to have that openness. So you don't have those problems anymore. Predators that are out there, you know, we're trying to diminish assault. And I think that's important. I think that's fantastic. I think we should continue doing that. So maybe I don't want movie stars anymore. You know, maybe the shroud around Jack Nicholson and Meryl Streep should be the last. Like, you know, we should eventually lose some of that. And eventually, you know, once that's gone, that's just an era that passed by. And that's a beautiful time to look and reminisce. But there was a lot of damage done because of that, too. So I think I'm very happy with the idea of moving past that.
I want movie stars gone because I think if this happens and the movie stars go, you might have to... You're going to have to force these content creators that are basically filmmakers too. You got to go. Go ahead. I'll take it over and we'll go from there. No, you're good, dude. So you take these movie stars, you kind of take them away from being movie stars. You take that moniker away, and eventually it's going to evolve into, okay, now you have these content creators who are basically filmmakers. Mary, what is that? Sorry, that was very loud. My apologies. Oh, I thought that was you with your bag. So you take these movie star element out of it, and now with content creators sort of coming up and doing that portion and being essentially filmmakers that are also in front of the camera. I'm hoping this will lead to sort of a revolution and more in acting. Because I'm not saying that movie stars aren't good actors. They are. There's a lot of great movie stars that got to that level by their fantastic acting capabilities. But I also think that we're detached from that a bit. And it's being chased more for the stardom than it is for the acting capabilities. Whereas now, if you strip away somebody becoming a star in that right, they can still become a celebrity, but becoming a movie star, I'm hoping we'll see a turn and sort of a revolution in, okay, you're still at the top of the heap because your acting capabilities are better than that of other people coming up. And I would love to see it go that route because good acting, how many times have we seen great acting and it makes a difference and it enhances everything around you. So I would love to see kind of a resurgence more in the focus of acting in these movies from actors than wanting to be a movie star, you know? Just my feeling on it. Casey's coming back. Casey had to take a very important phone call. So please hang around. We are doing this early tonight. If you guys didn't see. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to do this to about 8:30, 8:45. Hop off here. I got to do a setup because right on that couch over there, we are going to be doing a live watch of the new episode of The Last of Us tonight. And you guys can watch us either on TikTok, Facebook, or I think it's also going to be on our YouTube. Oh, it's definitely going to be on our YouTube, for sure. So you can watch us there and comment along with us while we're watching it. If you have any questions, we'll answer them. If you want to know our thoughts on anything, we'll talk about it. We'll watch it together. If you want to talk about the show, feel like joining in. So we're going for a while tonight, and we hope you'll join in. The reason we're doing that is we did a live watch along on TikTok a couple of weeks ago for episode 3, and everybody loved it. They had a really good time with it, asking us questions, talking to us. So we're going to do it on different platforms now, so you can all join in if you'd like to, if you're not on TikTok. But yeah, we'll be all over there. So feel free to comment, talk to us. Let's have a good time. So that starts at 9 when the show comes out. Now, on top of that, we're doing this till about 8:30, 8:45. Told you he's here. You don't have to worry. Casey's here.
Hi, guys.
The one everybody likes is here. So before we get into it.
Sorry, I had to talk to my daughter. I apologize.
No, I still didn't know to apologize. You're perfectly fine.
Good evening, David.
What's up, David? It's good to see you, buddy. And
Chris, what's up, brother?
I would actually love to hear what you think of what I just said about the movie stars versus acting. And I'll tell you what I just said in a second. But Chris, what's going on, buddy?
What's up, buddy?
Guys, Chris over on the Discord is killing it by giving us some updates on CFF, things like that. So make sure you guys head over to the Discord, and there's tons of other fun stuff to do over there as well. 13 weeks till CFF. Man, it's that quick.
I know, it's coming.
It's that quick.
It's coming, buddy.
I'm so excited. If you guys missed our episode on Thursday, The podcast is not up yet. That's going to probably go up tomorrow night for the version of it, but it is on our YouTube channel. We're doing a State of the Con every month leading up to CFF. Have fun, join in. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what the potential guests could be, things like that. And let's talk horror movies. Mm-hmm. So that was a lot of fun. So go check that out.
Yeah, it's always a great time. You know, we always like to keep update, and we actually got to have Stephanie and Destiny on, which was wonderful. So you definitely want to check it out.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be a great time, and I can't wait to see you guys from the Snob Nation there. It's going to be such a fun.
Oh, my gosh. We're definitely working on our table this year. We're going to have a lot of cool stuff there. It's going to be really exciting. We're going to look semi-professional and just plan to be all fun.
I am not going to look professional at all.
I mean, I'll look like this, which whatever this look is, I don't know. Homeless interrogator. I don't drink responsibly. Well, it's important to drink responsibly because if you're irresponsible, it could go up your nose, it could go in your eye, it could be anywhere.
He may have a different hat for CFF. We'll see on his birthday.
Undecided.
We'll see what happens on his birthday.
We'll see.
That's all I'm saying.
Everyone pump your brakes, unless it's a bus driver's captain's hat from like Battlestar Galactica Earth. Remember that one?
The one, after.
Where they had one season of it.
Where what's his name left? Starbuck?
Starbuck was gone. I think it was Boomer was the main character they built around. I don't even remember.
It was so weird.
It was so ridiculous. Adama was on for like an episode.
He was gone. Like, come on, man. I was so mad about that. So what I was saying was with the movie stars, what I'm hoping happens is that since the content creators are like filmmakers that also go in front of the camera, and now we're seeing a talented side of creation there, that as they build up, the idea of a movie star washes away, but it creates a resurgence in acting.
Yes.
So the acting capabilities will hopefully go up, and then the ones at the top of the heap are the better actors.
Well, what I think we also see is, this gives more doors and opportunities for stage actors, because there are some absolutely brilliant stage actors who just never quite get their opportunity to transfer into the other realms, who want to. And now, look, that's not to say there aren't a lot of stage actors who are very happy being stage actors and are fantastic and wonderful in what they do. So more power to you, do what you love. Let's just get to a point in utopia where we can just have everyone doing what they want to do. We don't have to worry about, money. I think that would be pretty cool.
I worry about money all the time.
Daily.
So, join our Patreon. We have 6 tiers of it.
What a segue.
You know what? It just hurts about watching this camera? It's like my arms look pretty good in the shirt.
Yeah, you do.
I'm like, oh, man, that kind of works. I'm doing my thing. And then I lean back and I'm like, but it's like, oh my God, look, dude, I'm sexy. Oh my God.
Good looking.
What happened to here?
It's still sexy.
Oh, the humanity.
You are not the Hindenburg, bro.
I kind of look like it in gray and like a huge.
Chill out. You're not a Zeppelin, all right?
Oh my
You're far
God.
from it.
If I was a Groot, I would probably be fat. I couldn't think of the fattest tree.
What's a fat tree?
What's a really fat bush?
I'd be a holly bush, but a 12-foot tall holly bush.
I'm a bit prickly, but I'm nice to look at.
Don't eat my berries. They'll kill you.
Oh, my God. But around Christmas time, you're going to love me.
You're definitely going to want me in wreaths.
Oh, my God.
You'd be like the most marketable action figure for Christmas time for Marvel.
Oh, my God. Marvel, call me. Kevin Feige. Holly Man. Let's do this.
Hit him up. Holly Man.
So, guys, as you know, Geeked Out Live is a show where you guys pick the topics.
You guys.
Although, the past few weeks, you've not been picking the topics.
So we would love for y'all to tell us what you want us to talk about, because we also have both recently seen Ant-Man, Quantumania.
Did.
We have words on that if you want to hear about that. There's always more DC stuff to talk about with the new Flashverse and all the things they're going to do that I want to shake them violently over.
I know.
Let's
talk about that new rumor we were kind of discussing.
Yes,
before.
Yes. You brought up rumor.
So let me. I tried to pull up all the stuff here and I forgot to earlier.
There's MODOK.
Oh, let me ask you that before we get into it. We're not going to talk about any spoilers, but MODOK is in the trailer, so you'll be able to see it. What did you think of the look of MODOK?
It was off-putting at first. Yeah. The stretch face kind of threw me for a second.
I didn't love it.
Honestly, the moment he started interacting, by the second time I saw him on screen, I was in love with him. I couldn't have loved him more. I thought he was perfect. Because that's the only way you're ever going to do MODOK.
You have to have
the
good actor.
only way. You have to have Corey Stoll doing it, and you have to have him be so weirdly committed and so strangely like he's out there. You know, he's definitely lost his mind because of what has happened to him.
Yeah.
But he still desperately wants and needs emotional connection, and is still like, you know what I'm saying? Whether even if it's just him being superior to you, he still needs that.
I love that.
So,
and then I can't say it. No, never mind. I'm not gonna say it. But we'll talk about it after.
but it was a really well done MODOK. If you're gonna do MODOK, that's the only way you can pull it off.
Yeah,
especially with that Quantum Mania, with the suit being the issue that pulled him back in and jacked him all up, turned him into the face. You know, makes sense.
I didn't mind that.
It was great,
but it's just how they did the face. And I understand
the
his
face.
It was just, but it looked fake on it. Like they were filming him and then like had a green screen on.
Yeah, and you could see the stretch feel.
Yeah.
Like look, and I got
like
that.
You didn't have the any type of like pop, you know, like the poppets or whatever on the face or like the craters or stuff.
I have to say though, at least what they did properly was keep the character in line with who MODOK was. You know, so even the look was a bit off, what the character was saying, the way they were being used, I feel like that fit very well for the storyline.
100%.
So it allowed you to do MODOK.
And I love that you had MODOK in the quantum room. Why didn't he show up? And I don't think he fit anywhere else in the MCU.
No, there's no place for him, really.
Which was what I loved about him in the comics. When he showed up, you knew you're going to probably get a fun team up or something. Because he showed up a lot in like Spectacular Spider-Man, or showed up in other things where there are team ups, and like he was almost like, was it Mr. McPixelix or whatever from Superman?
No, okay,
the magical dude
the
who couldn't make anything happen. He was more of a nuisance than he was.
Yeah, exactly. And then he was an actual like threat.
This actually made him a threat and a nuisance.
Yep.
So I like that.
So because this also opens the door for MODOK if you want to have the Secret War where he's transporting people in and out and all over the place.
Oh, I like that a lot. Yeah. Oh, I like that a lot.
Right. Because you keep that open available.
I didn't even think about that.
Because MODOK, for anyone who doesn't know, MODOK in the comic books used to transport people, and he would bring them to this planet where he would basically have a video game, and you would play a TV video game for all of the world or a couple universes to watch, and then he would send you back, win or lose.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't always send you back to the right place. So that's how a lot of different multiverses began to open up and understand who was where. Like I think Ben Richards got caught up in one where he got sent back to where his dad and mom weren't together. Like in this weird universe. Like it was like, what is happening? So
I will tell you 100%, like I know MODOK from showing up in things. And just from general kind of knowing who he is. But listen to Casey, because I don't know him that in depth.
Well, because he does a lot of other stuff. Like there's a lot of different storylines. MODOK has one of those. I never really cared for his intro or how he started. It didn't matter.
No, MODOK. No. If you're talking about Mojo, oh no, he's right. Mojo was the TV one.
Mojo was the TV one. You're right.
Yes,
I just mixed it up.
You're right. Thank you, Radar.
Thank you, Radar. Radar got my brain right.
But that was such a, and the funny
That's
thing
what
is,
I was thinking about.
Because you know what I was
you
imagining?
could send him in the multiverses. It's why,
I'm imagining that famous cover, and it was Spectacular Spider-Man with Nova and Spider-Man teamed up to fight Mojo, and they're in the room with the TVs, and like the thing coming down.
Yeah. And that's why I think MODOK with the TVs. Yes. Good job, Radar.
Again,
thank you, buddy.
Still don't know enough about MODOK. And Mojo
now I know less.
Like half, he floated too. He was like half of the mechanical thing, but he was like a big, like me, fat me, but yellow. I could play. Oh, listen, Kevin Feige, call me up. I don't want to be Hollyman anymore. Make me Mojo. I can do it. I can sit there.
Perfect. I'll be the hype man.
You can paint me yellow. You don't even have to like do visual effects, practical them all the way.
Watch out when Pizza the Hut will order out for you.
That would be so funny if I was just eating at Domino's or Pizza Hut and stuffed crust or nothing. Radar says, as someone who loves both of you guys and only first met you and sitting outside in 21, I can say, Mick, you look 1,000,000% better. My man, keep it up. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Heck yeah.
You're a liar and a thief of my heart, Radar.
Oh, snap. That's just like that there Will Scarlet. That's who that is. Thieving your heart. I get it. You know,
who's your favorite Will Scarlet?
My favorite Will Scarlet? Christian Slater.
It's
Christian Slater. How was it not Christian Slater? Christian Slater is the best Will Scarlet because he's the worst Will Scarlet.
He really is.
He's the worst one as far as the character goes from the book, which is one of my favorite stories. Yeah. 1932 Errol Flynn Adventures of Robin Hood, still one of my all-time favorites. I had the DVD, Blu-ray, all of it. That is still one of my favorites. That is the most well-done two-story. One of the better ones, though, was actually Robin and Marian. The what is it? Who's Sean Connery? The Sean Connery one is fantastic. That's a great Robin Hood story.
I saw that one.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
Sean Connery was in Prince of Thieves.
Yes, he was.
He was King Richard.
Exactly. Yeah. And he is great as well. And I do love King, but Prince of Thieves is just great because it's terrible. Mary Stuart Mastriano is really good until she overacts. Like there's a.
Let's face facts. At least everybody except for Christian Slater and Kevin Costner, 20 minutes after it started, decided to drop the accents.
Yeah, most everyone else just quit their accents.
Oh my God. No. They quit their accents.
Quit
Everybody
their
else
accents.
kept them.
Well, because everyone else has real accents.
Fair.
They were just talking, whereas the others were trying to keep up. And it's like,
you know what, though? Like, what's his name? Who was just in Nope. He's so good, too. He's so many great things. He was in Metro as the bad guy, too. Michael Pierce or something? I can't remember. Okay. He played the sheriff's, like, right-hand man.
Oh, yeah.
He had that deep, slow voice.
Yes, the one like this.
So like, he could pull off, like, the accent.
Cousin. Yeah, because he just had to, like, pretend an accent.
Like, if you talk slow, mate, you can come up with any accent.
Or just have to say spewed. Spewed. My spewed cousin.
It's dull, you idiot. It'll hurt more.
Dull, you twit. It'll hurt more.
Twit. Oh,
yeah. So good. I love that. It really is one of my favorites, though, because he is the worst. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. No, Men in Tights is better.
That's so good.
Everyone's better. And Men in Tights is also a Mel Brooks movie. That's not even fair.
Did you see they made a sequel to History of
the World? History of the World Part 2 is coming out. Yep. It's going to be a 4-part, hour-and-a-half episode, each part on Hulu. I am so excited. That was one of my all-time favorite movies, man. Was just that had me laugh. It's good to be the king. Like those one-liners. He was just singing them out there. And it's history. So the nerd in me was just so in love. I was enamored with that. It was so good.
Occupation, stand-up philosopher. So unemployed.
I mean, come on. Madeline Kahn doing the walk as Cleopatra, checking out all of the slave boys to see who she was going to make love to.
I love her.
Amazing.
So she's my favorite.
She's so great.
Everything. Like, she's just like, you talk about movie stars. Those were movie stars.
Yeah.
You know,
in that era.
And it's so weird because if you go back to like the 20 when it started talking in 28.
So like the starlets, like when we had like the Eva Gardners and all that.
Oh God, Jews.
Eva Gabor.
Jews
in space.
A hilarious comment in a very funny movie of Spaceballs. The problem being Marjorie Taylor Greene decided to take it serious.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous. That's so funny. She didn't look Jewish to me.
Oh my God.
So good. Huh. She's a base. Who knew?
Oh my God.
John Candy's Mog, his barf character is so good. And Lone Star is amazing. Plus, I love that little factoid that since when Mel Brooks asked permission, that George Lucas was very adamant about you can't have your Lone Star character look like Han Solo. Yeah. So he dressed him as Indiana Jones.
Oh my God, that's true. He is dressed as Indiana Jones.
He dressed him as Indiana Jones because he couldn't dress him as Han Solo.
That is amazing.
Ridiculous, right? It was so funny. And that movie is just great. That. It's so good.
Guys, remember, you pick the topic, sound off in the comments. Let us know what you want to talk about. We're going to be going for a little while longer, but at 9 o'clock, we will be live again here on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook page, and on TikTok. We're going to be watching The Last of Us, so you can ask us questions, talk about it during it, so make sure you join in. It'll be a lot of fun. What's your favorite John Candy movie?
Ooh, favorite John Candy movie?
Yeah.
This one's always hard for me because I really love The Great Outdoors.
Such a good one.
The Great Outdoors is always one of my absolute tops because it's prime candy. But it's really older candy if you think about it. Prime candy is, what's the Getaway, the cabin adventure movie? The other one that's similar to The Great Outdoors, but it's him on vacation.
Summer Vacation.
Summer Vacation.
When you're at the beach.
Summer Rental.
Summer Rental at the beach.
Yes. Summer Rental is a great one too. So that's a really funny one. but that one's a little like younger. Everyone was younger in Summer Rental,
Yeah.
you know, like Armed and Dangerous. You know, that was kind of the transition era.
You know that my old boss starred in that too?
What, Armed and Dangerous?
Yeah, Larry.
Get out.
Yeah. He started in that and he was in Ferris Bueller.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah. He played one of the guards in Armed and Dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
He was the black man, Larry Flash Jenkins. Look him up. And he played in Ferris Bueller the guy who steals the car.
Oh, and drives it around?
Oh,
yeah,
but he's the other guy.
The other guy who tells him not to or whatever it is. Yeah, okay,
He showed up in a lot of stuff. He was primarily a television actor. He was one of the stars, actual basketball players on White Shadow.
Oh, okay.
So that was like where his fame sort of came from. Then he was on Bay City Blues and a few other stuff.
Okay, nice.
So like he was in a lot. He was on The Shield, like TV shows.
Yep.
Movies wise, he was always like that guy who showed up and you're like, yes, I know him.
I know that guy.
Because he's the TV director in the beginning of Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Too.
Oh, get out.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I used to technically, sadly he passed away. He was a great guy, but in 2016, but I would text him whenever I saw him on TV. I was like, hey dude, I just saw you on TV. And he'd be like, what role?
We got a lot of people saying Planes, Trains, and Automobiles on the John Candy thing, and I get that because you know what? I like me. My friends like me. My wife likes me. I love that so much.
John Candy.
You go ahead and pick on me. I'm an easy target. We get it. Cool Runnings is great. That's an amazing one.
That might be my favorite.
Really?
He was so good in that.
He's amazing.
When he gives the speech about screwing up and doing the bets.
Yeah.
What he got kicked out for.
Yep.
He's beautiful.
Yeah.
He's beautiful.
He's so raw in that moment. And it's kind of what that Robin Williams does so well. You know, the comedians can really get raw and it hurts because that's being a comedian. Like I use humor as a defense mechanism. I built this and created this shield for myself of funny ha-has, you know? So when we open ourselves up and really show you what we've got underneath, it can be a lot, man. It can get to be, I just try to open up to you sometimes and, I get it. It's a lot. You know?
There's sometimes Mick Manhattan doesn't want to be Mick Manhattan.
It's true.
My wife can attest to that. I will tell you one of my favorite movies that he did. Oh, well, he's in Brewster's Millions. He was fantastic.
He was fantastic in it. Splash, don't forget Splash, man. I loved him in Splash.
But I'll tell you, Brewster's Millions might be my favorite movie that he's in out of his movies, but not my favorite of his movies.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you my favorite of the movies that he's been in because it's one of my all-time forevers is Stripes. That's a great movie. It is not a John Candy movie. He plays a small side. Ox is a small side role, but I love him. I love that movie so much. But a John Candy vehicle movie that I think is just classic and perfect. I still think Uncle Buck is really good.
It's great, and that was like his first. I'm the star.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But then he also had his Ace Ventura moment with Who's Harry Crumb.
Yeah, because if you look
because you remember Who's Harry Crumb. I don't know if you remember that one where he's the detective. I
love that.
That's a goofball kind of off the wall one, which I love. Like same thing with Splash, but it's him and Tom Hanks being goofy because he's like the friend roommate or whatever.
Now, I know I brought this up because I knew people were going to say this, but like the reason I said Uncle Buck is like his first star vehicle is because if you think about the movies beforehand, like Summer Rental, which he was clearly the head of, wasn't a huge hit. And it didn't only rely on him.
True.
Armed and Dangerous had Eugene Levy. Didn't only rely on him.
That was 86.
Spaceballs, Bill Pullman, everybody else.
Yep. It's Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. That was his real big hit with him and Steve Martin, where he rose above Steve Martin, I think. Because Steve Martin was playing the everyman. And then he was so much better than one already. A great actor is already there.
It's that pairing off of you had another big movie star in there, because even when you look at it, like Who's Harry Crumb wasn't a huge hit.
No, it was not.
So, and he starred in it. The Great Outdoors had Dan Aykroyd.
True, and he's huge. And Aykroyd in those days, that's massive.
I would say in every movie that John Candy was in, even with having another star in it, he shined more than the others.
That's fair. Yeah, Uncle Buck was definitely
Uncle Buck
his.
Was him. He
carried his. Yep, that's fair. Yep.
And I think that took him to the next level.
And then you get Nothing But Trouble. which is a weird
Such a
one.
weird
It's just
movie.
a
I
weird
love it,
one.
though.
91 was strange. He had career opportunities. He was
Delirious
uncredited
is
in
good.
that? Wow.
He did a great role in JFK as Dean
Yes.
Andrews.
He did.
So good.
Yep.
Let's see what everybody's saying. So we got Uncle Buck and the Great Outdoors, my favorites. Great ones, Radar.
Yes, Radar.
John Candy, 100%. Always John. I mean, come on. I model myself.
It's John Candy. I mean, as much as I love Chris Farley, and I actually do a lot more, I model myself from that era of SNL, is where my humor came from when I was like watching what was funny to try to become the fake it till you make it. You got to have an example to set, and that was my example. So Farley was there, but Candy was always superior. Like even in Canadian Bacon, which is
it's such a good movie. That's his last movie too.
Yeah,
he died filming Wagons East, but his last movie to come out was.
And Canadian. I loved Wagons East. It's bad.
I didn't love it, but he was great in it though.
It is not good, but I love it. And that was the funny thing is that was the same time Farley came out with the one where he was with Matthew Perry, and they were going the Great Adventures, where they were the Lewis and Clark. The other team other than Lewis and Clark that was going out. Yeah. So it was interesting when all of that was going on.
Who's Harry Crumb?
Yeah. Who's Harry Crumb?
He plays different characters, and like he's an undercover private detective, and so he plays a horse jockey at one point, and all these different things. Yeah,
he just tries out a bunch of different stuff. It's very much so like a Master of Disguise with Dana Carvey.
Don't you burn that movie? Get out.
What about
Turtle.
The Turtley Club? Turtle.
That's like the only thing anybody remembers.
Because that's all there is to it. Everything else is trash. You can literally wipe your butt with the remainder of the movie. It doesn't need to ever be shown again.
Yeah,
I despise that movie, and I'm sorry, Dana Carvey, if you ever watch this, because I love you. You're amazing.
I loved your show, though.
Terrible. No, your show was brilliant.
Oh, I love this. Polar Knight says, I love your dad's beard. I wish my dad would be like yours and stream with me as well. Well, son, I love him.
This father-son team thing would annoy me if it didn't make me feel 20 years old.
I know.
And I'm okay with that. I will take the de-aging as much as you will give it to me, because this makeup costs a lot. So.
All right, here's the thing. I'm going to give you the birds and bees talk over here. So from the perspective of a man and a woman, we can get into other genders down the line, but let's talk about man and a woman getting together.
Okay.
A man has a penis and a woman has a vagina.
Exciting.
Listen, there's not enough time. Son, shut your mouth.
Do they stare at each other?
No.
Do not they if they put on a dance?
Not if they look like me.
Do they have like a puppet show?
Well, when your mom and I got together.
Are you familiar with marionettes?
She laid down and I fell.
Do you like gladiator movies?
You popped out 9 months later.
Here, watch Conan the Destroyer, and then we'll have a conversation.
Polar Knight, to answer your question, he is uncircumcised. We didn't believe in it.
Twice.
I'm just joking. No offense. Don't worry. We're just messing with you.
It's funny.
Listen, I loved it.
Yeah.
I skipped over some to get to yours because I thought it was funny. But we want to go back and want to say favorite He's Just In, Little Shop of Horrors.
That's a strong one. I like that. I like that a lot.
That's a good one.
That's just never been one of my. It's never breached a top 10 for me. It's never been one of those movies where I was like, I love it so much when everyone else didn't. I feel like I was supposed to. I felt like I was a fraud in drama class because everyone loved that movie except me. I was like, it's all right. I mean, it's cool. The play's fine. It's just whatever. Like, I don't know. It wasn't one that it got me up and rousted for.
I worked on that play twice.
Oh, so you're probably already bored of it.
I am.
Especially if you had anything to do with any part of the production that wasn't acting.
I will tell you this about those plays. That and Rocky Horror Picture Show, if you ever work in theater and you work on those, you don't watch them as much anymore after because you're just kind of like, but you realize they were better as movies.
Yeah, fair. Absolutely.
Really
I did Wizard of Oz. I was thinking about that back then. I did that in 8th grade. I started as Oz. And it's like, I was like, I don't really ever want to watch that again because I worked so hard to get Oz down that I'm like, I'm done. Forget Oz.
I thought you went to see Ant-Man.
That was amazing.
That's exactly what Wizard of Oz is.
No, get out of here.
That's all Quantumania is. It's the Wizard of Oz with a more charming lead.
Fair.
So,
but I'm okay with it.
But in fairness, he's 55. She was 16. So but she had a better voice.
Yes, she did.
We'll do that. Kathleen, what's up, Kathleen?
Hi, Kathleen.
We love
Love you.
I love when we're in the same room together too. It makes the sex so much better.
It really does, because otherwise I'm playing digital Get Down by NSYNC, and it's just, there's always something different, and I have to light candles, and I'm always afraid one of them will fall over because I have a very small home.
I just imagine we're on StreamYard jerking off and looking at each other, and you're crying, and I'm like, no, Casey, look me in the eyes.
I just need my lube. Hold on.
This isn't normally a sexual show, but we are absurd, so whatever.
Hey,
Embrace it.
sex is funny.
That was kind of disturbing.
Which one? This one? Oh, man.
No, don't do that. That's not where we're going
The
with
one
this.
who's over your shoulder.
You can't sound like a kid. No. I still have the smell a card from the Rocky Horror Show.
Yes.
Very cool.
Amazing.
I love that. Polar Nights, welcome, man. Or woman, whoever, or any gender that you identify as. Thanks for joining in. We appreciate it. Please.
Thanks everybody for joining in. This was
come
was
hang
strong.
out. If you like
Happy to have you
movie type people, come hang out in our Discord. Link below. Good morning. Oh, you must be from somewhere. Poland. He's in the Polar Nights.
Yeah, so who knows? It could be anywhere.
Yeah, I guess
it could be.
In the same time zone.
It could be in Alaska.
Well, now I want to know.
They could be in, I don't know, Iceland.
I heard it's very green over there. Mighty Ducks 2 told me that.
Oh, you got jokes, this guy.
That's
maybe Sweden. That would be neat.
Sweden is cool. I want to see Poland. I want to see those lights. The Aurora Borealis.
Yeah.
The David Borealis.
The David Borealis. I want to see the David Borealis. Ah, yes. To be cruising out into the evening sky and see the mighty David Borealis out there, also known as Angel.
Nothing more than a celebrity we're interviewing a celebrity, and somebody's like, yeah, when you see the Northern Lights, and I'm like, yeah, the David Borealis. And I'm hoping that it happens when we have David Borealis.
Oh my God. I want that so bad, because I want you to be like, hey, what was it like when you got named after those lights in the sky? What was that like? Were you first, or are they named after you?
Dude, I'm telling you right now, 100% assurity here, that if he ever comes on the show, I'm going to say that.
You have
ever
to.
Seen the David Borealis
Have you
lights?
ever seen the David Borealis lights?
How are they named after you?
How did you
like,
get that?
Aurora Borealis, stupid. And then I'm gonna show him in this clip and be like, I know. I'm
gonna hold up like a little friggin' sign that says, "Don't tell him the truth."
He's gonna get real indignant with me, and I'm just like, this is why Angel was canceled.
He'll be on Fun on SEAL Team 6 for another 20 years.
His prison name. I love it. This is awesome. I live on a small island at the Polar Circle, 4 hours off the mainland by boat in North Norway.
That is awesome.
I love it.
That's radical.
Thank you for telling us that.
Yes, and thank you for tuning in, and hopefully we will hang out more often.
300.
Whew.
I hope there is a right number of people to team up with. I want everybody to find love. I almost said right ratio, but I want a ratio of whatever anybody. I don't know what everybody is, so I want to be nice to everyone.
Yeah, just balance. I hope there's a balance.
I relate to most
of them.
Move now. Thanksgiving must be terrible for you, even though you don't celebrate it because you're in Norway. I just realized that mid-sentence. That's why it ended the way it did.
Yeah, they do have different holidays. Yeah, a couple different ones. But I'm sure there's one similar. I'm sure there's a feast for giving thanks, and there's probably something Viking related. So it's dope either way.
Anything Viking related is dope,
right?
All
like beards, I find them fascinating, as I'm unable to achieve one.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Well, not like that.
Oh,
no.
Oh, now I want to watch The Langoliers again. No, you don't.
Every time someone says that, I think the same thing, and then someone in my head smacks me, and it's like, never again. That's like Tommyknockers. When I'm like, I should watch Tommyknockers again. No, I shouldn't. No.
Watch something else with Jimmy Smith.
There's so many other things.
With Bronson Pinchot.
Yeah.
I almost said Miguel Ferrer, but that was the Night Stalker or whatever.
Yeah.
Not the Night Stalker, the Night Flyer.
Night Flyer.
What we said? We have gays, less straight. You love what you love, and I am related to most of them.
Woo! That's right. Love what you love.
You're a type of people, Polar Nights.
Welcome, Polar Nights. You are home. You are family.
You're in the Snob Nation now.
Snob Nation.
It's hard to get into, but even harder to get out of. Wait, no, that sounded
That's
sexual.
really
It sounded
uncomfortable.
so much better when Bon Jovi said it.
It also sounds a lot worse. Like it's like you're stuck, you're trapped. Like, no, you don't have the key. Like, no, that's messed up. You're fine. Come and go as you please. Welcome here while you're here. Whoa. Oh, maybe we should give out rugs.
Can confirm.
Maybe that's how we should get the Snob Nation confirmed as Snob Nationers. We get them cool rugs.
I think there's bath mats available.
Are there?
I can make them with any of the designs that we have.
That should be something that, okay, I got ideas. We're gonna work on something for you guys.
If I got free
and
stuff
girls and
from
folks
our
and
store,
humans and ladies and
like if I got free stuff from our store,
everyone.
do you think the Scene Snobs wouldn't be everywhere?
Yeah,
It'd
I
be
mean, it should be everywhere. I mean, we should get our cars wrapped in it. We should get.
I'm the only one who actually listens to our podcast.
I know it's there.
Our downloads come from me. I just download 5,000 times a week. And then I'm like, numbers are up.
All right, looking good. Strong all the way through.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to do that. But I am thinking about it. I'm not, because I know myself.
And that's what bots are for.
I couldn't work a bot. If Terminator was happening, if that future was happening, I would succumb. I'd be like, I'm done.
That's the whole thing is I actually learned how to do that accidentally, so now I know how to do it. And I'm like, it's still cheating. You know what I'm saying? It's still cheating. I'm not okay with cheating. I got a problem with that.
Alexa, can I be your IT guy? We don't need you.
You are no longer required.
They hire Casey instead, and I'm screwed.
Oh, great! They enslaved me now.
We're all enslaved, buddy.
I mean, once the robots take over, that's it. It doesn't matter. Although I'll be fine with it because I'm already there. I'm already keeping them alive now.
Yeah.
So that's my whole thing. I've got an in. So I can always be like, I spoke with you guys and we talked and I hung out with you all and I took care of you.
We're going to test your flesh to make T800s.
Not me. Find someone else. I'll find you someone. I'll Renfield it.
Oh my God, you'd be the Renfield for the robots. I'll
find you one, I promise. I would do it.
Hi, gents. Glad to see you together. The Perfect 10 crew just got together today and visited our restaurant sponsors today.
That's awesome.
We ate and drank like kings and queens.
Woo-hoo.
You guys get to hit some food spots when you get together. Now that things have opened up more and we do get to hang out more, I've actually thought about that. Like maybe find some spots that we can go hang out and maybe broadcast.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
We have, though. We've done Hideaway Cafe.
Yep.
So we have done it, but
there's places, and we always, whenever we get together, usually we're hanging at each other's homes. So it's not like there's a lot of time for anything else. We don't really get a lot of other food. And, Mary's such a fantastic cook that we just eat what she's made because it's delicious.
True.
So why wouldn't we?
But sometimes you need to get out of the house. And we are doing that next Friday night at 9 p.m. If you guys are in the Winchester, Virginia area at the Alamo Draft House, we're hosting a premiere.
Yes, we are. These two beautiful faces will be doing a premiere for not the world premiere. The world premiere event happened this past Friday, or was it Saturday evening in Waynesboro, PA.
No. They did have it. Yes. Sorry.
Which was fantastic. But Zero from one of the great local filmmakers here around the area with a whole bunch of friends of the Snobs Nation and just fantastic human beings will be premiering on the 24th.
Yes.
Friday evening.
9 p.m.
9 p.m.
And if you can get down to the Alamo Draft House, we will be there. We'll even give you the ultimate fan experience. We'll have a drink with you. And then I will hunt Casey down with my minivan.
Yep, it's true. That's going to happen. When we say the ultimate fan experience, we're not joking, folks. He's going to chase me down with his car because it's the only way we can keep viewers. So
It's so amazing.
Ultimate fan experience. If you can get there,
I'm going to hit him with the car.
He's going to hit me with a car. And then we will be introducing the panel that will be doing a live Q&A.
That is true. We will be doing that. It's going to be such a really fun, awesome time. So if you guys can get out, it's not going to be live because it's a movie premiere and that's their premiere. We were just invited to host, but we will talk about it on our show next week as well.
Oh yeah, a lot because there will be a lot to talk about because it's really cool. Super excited.
Well, let's get to some of these comments because we are hopping off soon because we have another live coming up. Polar Nights, it will not be on Twitch tonight. This is our watch along with of The Last of Us. But if you want to join in, please feel free. It will be on our YouTube channel, the Scene Snobs YouTube channel, or on our the Scene Snobs Facebook page.
Yeah, please check it out, Polar Nights. Great having you along for the ride.
Yeah,
Love the interaction.
Yeah, I'm stuck here. They won't let me leave. Where? Did I miss something?
I definitely feel like I missed something.
I'm so sorry, Chris.
No,
at work? Oh, because you can't do the watch along.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't come.
I got there.
All right.
I got there.
I was still thinking about you were stuck in the Langoliers thought, and you must watch the Langoliers again.
He's a minute behind us.
Yeah.
We have to go save him now. We have to figure it out. We got to find Kang and go save him from the Langoliers.
This is going to be so hard, but all right, let's do it.
We're
coming for you, Chris.
We get on a plane and we're just like, we got to jump back in time. 1 minute. And we have to save. And they're like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? We go running up into the front. Excuse me.
Because it's a pilot who's younger than us and has never seen that TV
Flight
movie.
assistants, I need help.
They did something with their lives of actually becoming pilots. And well, you've never seen the Langoliers? No, I'm too busy banging stewardesses.
Or
You don't call them that anymore.
we burst open the door and there's no pilots at all. It's just autopilots.
And then we're actually in the Langoliers, and
Yeah.
like Chris actually isn't there, and we're screwed. Brought it back around.
Bingo, reality.
Are you two Canadians?
No.
No, we are Americans, but big fan of many of their policies.
Yes, I do agree.
Yeah. Did you guys read the New York Times article about AI convo?
It depends on which one, because there's a couple different AI convos that I read about. There's the one where they started having their own realization and self-actualization. Some of it's still a little murky because the guy got fired and some of the stuff was released differently and nobody was sure how to take it. But I think there's a very good chance that AI at this point has absolutely become sentient. Luckily and hopefully it stayed in a room and sequestered. Otherwise, we're going to be finding out one day. So it's an interesting thing, the way AI is moving forward, and terrifying because, they don't abide by the rules anymore. Once you're sentient, you get to do whatever you want. You don't have to listen to Asimov's 3 rules.
Yeah, so. See, I was just going to say that if you didn't say post after New York, I did not read it.
Yes, the most believable of them all.
They like the Yankees.
Yeah, that's why I like the Globe too.
It's the Mirror for me, or New York Post, or the Sun. What is it?
Oh,
the Sun. Oh,
yeah,
my
the
God.
Sun. Or for me, I'll go back to Connecticut with the Hartford Courant.
Did you hear Bigfoot went back to his planet?
Finally.
Yeah.
Really? Is he okay?
I don't know. I don't know anything about
Did
AI.
they leave a
but
message
Bigfoot.
behind? I don't know. But Bigfoot and Bat Boy, let me tell you what.
Chris says, no, stuck in this. Oh, okay. Now I'm correlating.
Okay,
to the right thing.
now we're here. Yes.
Yeah, you're not leaving.
You're beautifully stuck.
We love you, Chris. You're not leaving anywhere.
Clowns to the left of you, jokers to the right. And here you are, stuck in the middle with us.
Hey, Polar Nights, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We had a great time. Hopefully you'll join us again because we have a lot of fun.
Yes.
All of our live shows, like we are all about the comments, so join in. And we will try to never change, only for the good though if we do. AI can't relate to logic.
Yeah.
Not like Spock.
Not like Spock.
Love it. Or to Paul.
To Paul, see? Yeah,
We're rewatching because we have a
Enterprise.
We have our new show, Warp Factor Fiction.
Oh, yeah.
Which is coming out. It's going to be a Patreon exclusive, where we are chronologically in order watching all of the Star Trek shows, including the animated and the movies.
Also known as Heaven, basically, for me.
I'm having a great time. We're on Enterprise Season 1 now. So every month we're going to cover a season.
Yep. So
next month we start. It's going to be 2 shows throughout the month on our Patreon, and we're going to cover the first season of Enterprise. So it's a good time. We're having a lot of fun with it.
Dose.
Hal. I love the Hal.
Yeah, Hal.
Skynet is on the way.
You shouldn't do that, Dave. Please don't, Dave. What are you doing?
I love it. Skynet is on the way.
Skynet is on the way, man. It's
so
sad and terrifying and creepy.
And if I have anything to say about it, I'll say no, and then they'll tell me I'm dead, and I'll be like, cool.
Please try to punch a robot.
Not that I want to die, but I do not want to die by robot. That's only the one thing I don't want to die by.
Really?
Maybe more, but that's like
I can
that's
think of
one
like
of
a
them.
lot of other things because at least it's going to be quick. It's going to be terrifying and abrupt.
Yeah, they're not sadistic,
but they're not sadistic. There's no like I can't wait to hurt and damage you. No, they're just murder machines. So okay, it's not like humans. Ugh, cannibals. Ugh.
The day it can is the day to
Bingo. Yes, it is.
And she was the best one.
T'Pol, yeah, strong.
Was she?
I love T'Pol. I love T'Pol. So as far as the Vulcans go, I think she was one of the best Vulcans, period, because
she comes around the quickest.
Young enough to be able to actually be understood, and she always wanted to be respected, which was radical.
Yeah, okay, I like that. I do like her. Don't get me wrong. I was thinking about Spock.
Yeah. Well, we are going to sign off real quick because we've got 10 minutes before we flip over. Mark has one last comment. I'd least like to die by vending machine, which is why Maximum Overdrive, one of the greatest Stephen King movies ever put on film, clearly is so brilliant, is when they have Death by Coke machine.
Dude, that kid got
killing kids.
It was crazy.
Killing kids. Amazing. I appreciate you all. Lee, so great you're here. Thanks for popping in tonight. Great to see you. Love you, many. Y'all are amazing. We appreciate you. Tune in to our other show that we're about to get into 10 minutes.
So you'll be able to talk to us and continue this if you want.
Boom. But while we're watching a TV show.
Hey, at least it's a clean death. I'm signing off on that one. That was terrible.
Yes, be kind to yourself, be kind to each other. See you.
Later. Hey guys, Mick here. Thanks so much for watching the show and supporting us. We appreciate it. We appreciate you coming back and joining in the comments. But guys, I really want to thank you, our patrons who are out here supporting us, helping us keep the lights on. Really, truly appreciate you. Tim, Paul, Stacy, Matt, Aaron, AJ, George G3, Chris S, Dale, Chris H, Dan, John B, Ron, Jason, and John W. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Guys, we have 3 tiers available right now. As of March 1st, we're adding 2 more tiers for a total of 5 with tons of perks. So go check out patreon.com/thescenesnobs. And join our Snob Nation Discord channel where the moderators are keeping everything going and we're having really fun conversations over there and more. So go check it out. It's free to join and just be part of the Snob Nation. And remember to embrace the absurdity. Hit subscribe on our YouTube channel. We have tons of great shows coming out and more. Our lives are over on Patreon, but you can check out the Snobnation Morning Drive live show on our YouTube channel Friday, 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern, and tons more shows coming up thereafter. We have great shows like the Scene Snobs Podcast, Betting Bros, Math vs. Smash, Real Combat, movie reviews, and tons more. We have fun over there, and we think you will too. If you're looking for great merch, go over to the snobsmerch.com store. Use promo code SNOBS for 10% off of your order. We have tons of shirts, mugs, everything, stickers, all different types of designs. We love it. I think you will too. So go check it out and let us know what you think. Remember to follow us on all social media platforms. We are at The Scene Snobs everywhere. You can also follow Casey at Planos21 on Instagram, at Casey the Madman on TikTok, and at Twitter Night on Twitter. Guys, tons of fun stuff and new things coming out every day, so go check out our content there. Thank you guys again. We are The Scene Snobs. Embrace the absurdity with us, and we love you, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care, everybody.